Hello and welcome to the Neurodiverse Podcast. I am your host and weaver of tales, VintrBjorn. Joining me, as always, is Gyro. What's up, Gyro?
Hello, I've been gone for a long time. I've also been sick, so that's mostly why I haven't been around.
It's okay. I've not done anything in a while either. It's okay.
Life is busy.
Life be lifing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what's today's topic?
We're talking about the next games in the Mega Man series. Remember all the way back in the second episode when I talked about Mega Man 1 through 6? Well, now we're doing 7 through 11.
Yippee!
Yippee. Alright,
Alright.
I think I'm just gonna hop right into it. So,
Please.
Mega Man 7 will do. Mega Man 7, it released on the SNES, which is the first of the Mega Men to do so, and it continues right where Mega Man 6 left off in jail. Oh god, Wiley broke out again. Who could have seen this coming?
Surely not I.
Mega Man plot things. We do get introduced to a few new characters, like mainstays Treble and Bass, who are just two mysterious robots trying to help in the intro stage. There's like an attack on the city. And this is also the game that introduces Otto with the Auto Shop. And the Auto Shop, as a mechanic, introduces a new kind of pickup called bolts.
Yeah.
You can spend them here in the Auto Shop for things like lives, power-ups, E-tanks. You can also get, if you get enough bolts, you can also buy the beat whistle, which will call down Mega Man's little robot bird friend. I've talked about it in the past.
Yeah, so they're taking notes from like the Castlevania at this point, because I think Castlevania on the NES started introducing the ability to like purchase things and stuff to more like RPG-ish mechanics.
Yep. So this game is pretty different from the other ones. This and Mega Man 8 will introduce only 4 Robot Masters at the start, and then after you beat those 4, then you get another 4 to beat afterwards. So I don't particularly care for this kind of way to introduce the Robot Masters. I like having them all available from the start, but it is kind of neat that you're also able to interact with the environment in the stages more with some of the weapons that I'll get into now. So our first Robot Master, the one that's like quote unquote the one you're supposed to do first, is Burst Man, and his weapon, Borscht Man. His weapon shoots a mine in a bubble forward where it drifts forward for a bit and then rises upwards. It's like in an arc. Can also be placed directly in front of Mega Man by holding down on the D-pad, and can even trap some enemies in the bubble, where you can push it into other enemies. It's like a 6 out of 10 weapon with decent damage and ammo, nothing super special, but it's pretty fun to use.
Nice.
After that we have Cloud Man, and his weapon is just Thunderbolt. It shoots a ball of electricity straight forward, splitting upon contact with a wall or an enemy. 7 out of 10, not the most interesting, but it is reliable, and it does, like... It's essentially a different kind of Buster Shot.
Yeah.
Then from there, we get Junkman, shout out Yusei. And his weapon is the Junk Shield. Spawns 4 piles of junk that spin around Mega Man and absorb hits and can also damage enemies. It's a 5 out of 10 weapon, very middling as far as shield weapons go. It's not bad or anything, it's just kind of bland.
Yay, junk.
Yay, junk. And then Freeze Man, his weapon is called Freeze Cracker. That's what the police said to me the other day. Anyways. I had to slip that in there somehow.
God damn it, Gyro.
So it fires a chunk of ice forward and it splits off into 6 smaller ice chunks upon coming into contact for a wall. It can also be used to freeze the lava and Junkman stage and other fire sources across the game. Another 6 out of 10 weapon. I don't really have a whole lot of thoughts on these. It just does right what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
And those are their first 4 Robot Masters, and it's at this point that Wiley visits the Mega Man Museum, or the Robot Master Museum, and steals Gutsman, the Robot Master from the first game.
Yippee! We're stealing things. Also, I was gonna make this joke, but you kept talking. I was gonna say, so Cloudman is a cumulonimbus Cloudman? Because he shoots lightning?
He is a cumulonimbus Cloudman. The interaction that he has with the burst, the danger wrap is really funny. Because you shoot it at him, right, and he gets trapped in the bubble, and you just kind of stun lock him there.
That is funny.
Yeah.
We love an easily exploitable boss.
Very exploitable boss. I'm an easily exploitable boss, too. My weakness is goth women, though. Oh, no, there I've gone and revealed my weakness.
It's really funny because we were watching Madagascar 2, me, Nixon, and Debbie, and Nix is like, Moto is just Gyro.
Yeah, correct.
I like 'em big. I like 'em chunky.
I've always felt a spiritual kinship with Moto.
Moto. Alright, so
back to
tangent.
Mega Man.
Yeah,
Funny tangent aside. Our next Robot Master is Slashman, and he's cool. He's got like a lion's mane of hair. His stage is a jungle, and fitting for a lion, his weapons are his claws. The slash claw, to be specific. You just kind of slash forward in front of you. It doesn't go very far, but it does good damage, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it has a ton of ammo. If I had to, it's another like 6.5, I think. You'll notice with a lot of the weapons in this game, they're just kind of middling, and that's not a bad thing because I just don't have a ton to say about them.
Yeah.
My cat is on my lap. He's giving himself a bath. Hi, Lucky. Higgy. So after that, we have Springman. And Springman's neat. His weapon is a bit unorthodox. Mega Man will fire springs out from either side, and you can charge them up so they go higher. Oh no, you charge them up and they go higher, and you can also press down on the D-pad to adjust their aim. This is the weakness of the final boss, which is great because the final boss is a pain in the ass. My most distinct memory of this game was trying over and over to beat the final Wily capsule and just failing repeatedly until I learned how the weapon worked.
Yeah.
It gets another 7 out of 10 simply because you can use it to kill the final boss more effectively.
Nice.
After that, we have Shade Man, and Shade Man is a vampire.
Does he just throw shade?
No, he throws noise at you. His weapon is called Noise Crush, and
that's kind of like throwing shade at people. All throwing shade is yelling, just being mean to people in a catty way. So
vicious mockery type beat.
Yeah.
Look at me with my D&D ball knowledge. With Shade Man, his weapon's interesting because you just kind of file a weak little projectile out in front of you. If it hits a wall, though, it will bounce back at you. So it's kind of like echolocation, which I think is really cool. And
that does sound really cool.
Yeah, very interesting weapon. And if the noise wave hits Mega Man, he will become charged. And if he's then you press the fire button again, and he will shoot out a stronger projectile without consuming any additional ammo. I think my cat has the hiccups.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Also cute.
He's jumped off of me now.
Also cute and fluffy.
He is very fluffy. Our last robot master is Turbo Man. Oh, I forgot to give a grade to Noise Crush. 8 out of 10 weapon just because of how interesting it is. You don't really do a ton of damage with the weaker projectile, but if you can get the stronger projectile consistently, it's a fairly solid weapon, or fairly good weapon, actually. And finally, we get to Turbo Man.
Turbo Warrior. Shout out Yusei again.
Shout out Yusei again. So, Turbo Man is a motorcycle. Shout out Yusei.
Oh, he really is Turbo Warrior.
I gave him a motorcycle. And his weapon is the Scorch Wheel. He shoots a wheel of fire that surrounds him before it shoots forward, and it rolls on the ground until it hits an enemy or a wall. If you hold the attack button, the wheel rotates around you before being launched, and if you use it in the air, it just kind of slowly falls a bit while traveling forward. It can be used to torch the trees in Slashman stage. I wouldn't recommend it, though. Slashman is in a jungle.
That's fair.
Yep. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember using this weapon a ton, so based on what I can remember, it's like another 7 out of 10 weapon. I'm sorry, I don't remember anymore. Life has been busy and I haven't been able to replay these games just to confirm.
It's all good.
Most
of my stuff's from memory too, so.
Yeah. Okay, we get to the part of the Mega Man game where you go through Wily's castle, and oh no, VintrBjorn were evil because they robbed Dr. Light after they were sent there to get repaired after the intro stage.
Beat in trouble or base in trouble?
Yeah, base in trouble, excuse me.
Side
Base
tangent. Everybody always called him Bass instead of Bass.
Yeah, it was always Bass. I like the more musically inclined pronunciation because...
No, it makes more sense.
Yeah. It's like, because Mega Man's name is Rock and his dog's name is Rush. You know, it's funny. And then bass and treble clefs. So after progressing through Wily's castle and kicking the shit out of bass and treble, Mega Man fights the Wily machines and wins. But this time Mega Man's furious. He is pissed beyond belief. And I would be too if I had to fight Wily Capsule or 7 or whatever version we're on. So Wily does the thing where he's like on the ground, he's like doing the kowtow. He's like, "Oh, please, Mega Man, let me go. I'm sorry, I'll be good this time." And Mega Man puts his buster right up to the doctor's forehead and says, "Not this time, you fucking old bitch." he very nearly blows Wily's head completely off. Like, he's charging up and everything, and he's like, because Wily brings up, like, one of the laws of robotics, right, where it's like a robot's not allowed to hurt a human, and Mega Man's like, "I'm more than a robot." And then bass and treble swoop in and save Wily, and the castle explodes, and the game ends off with, like, a cool shooting star in the background. The Legacy Collection 2, which is where I played these next few games, starts off pretty well. I'd give this game like a B+. Pretty fun, music's still good. Levels are challenging enough. The weapons are kind of middling, but that's okay. If weapons are... Like, the weapons are good, I shouldn't say middling. It's just that there are other standouts in the series that just kind of make these seem a bit lackluster.
That's fair.
That was Mega Man 7. Do you have any questions?
Mega Man, not a question, a statement. Mega Man should have just blown Wily's head smooth off.
I did write that in my notes. Mega Man almost blows Wily's shit smooth off.
Yeah, should have just blown his fucking brains out.
He should have.
It would have saved so much time and But, we need more games.
We do need more games, which is why I'm so happy that Mega Man 12 is coming out at some point. It's called Dual Overdrive, or Override, excuse me. I'll commit seppuku or something later.
Hopefully they do a better job on that one than 11. 11 had a lot of mixed reviews.
I wasn't aware of that. I didn't see the reviews on Steam. I had gift cards to spend after coming up or back up to college, and I was like, I want to play Mega Man, and then I got it, and I was like, I fucking love Mega Man, which is why we're talking about it today.
Yeah, I don't know about the Steam reviews. I just like a lot of the content creators that I generally watch that are like also like big classic games / there's a huge overlap between Mega Man fans and fighting game fans.
Yeah.
And a lot of those people that like loved Mega Man and grew up playing Mega Man all the way up to Mega Man 10, they weren't like super disappointed with 11. They just wanted more from a modern Mega Man game.
Yeah.
It just like there was the one Mega Man fan game, that like did everything Mega Man 11 did, but better.
I'll have to check that out sometime after, if you just want to, or if you remember the name of it, just let me know.
Yeah, I gotta figure it out. I forget which one it was.
It's time for Mega Man 8. And this Mega Man is different from all the rest in even more ways, like coming out on the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn.
Nice. I always wanted a Sega Saturn when I was a kid.
I wasn't ever really around for those consoles. My first console was a 360 and a Nintendo DS.
God, you make me feel old. My first console was an NES. I'm not that old, but that was my first console. And then I got a Sega Master System, and then the SNES, and a Sega Game Gear.
Sega Game Gear.
Ain't nobody know about the Sega Game Gear unless you grew up in the fucking 90s.
All knowledge.
Yep. And then I skipped the Dreamcast, the Saturn, and the N64 and went straight to the fucking PlayStation, which I kind of wish my parents had gotten the Dreamcast, because from what I can tell, the Dreamcast was still good all the way up into the PlayStation 2 era. Like,
wow.
It was basically the PlayStation 2 as far as quality before the PlayStation 2 came out, because Sony are cheap bitches. Like,
there goes their Sony sponsorship.
The best version of like all your favorite fighting games at the time that wasn't in the arcade was on the Dreamcast, because the Dreamcast versions were almost arcade perfect.
Speaking of arcades real quick, I was talking about this with some other friends last night. We'll get back to Mega Man in a second, folks, don't worry. But I have a very distinct memory of going to a Cici's Pizza. I don't know if anyone else knows what that restaurant is.
I loved Cici's when I was a kid.
Yes, we went to Cici's Pizza in the town where my grandparents lived, or a little outside of it. And they had an arcade cabinet for Tekken 3 there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Probably the best version of Tekken. Tekken 3 is the arcade version.
I think I picked Jin and mashed buttons. I was like, maybe I was 8. I don't know. I was probably younger.
Yeah, if there's a character to mash buttons on, it's Jin.
Yeah.
Really, any of the Mishimas, you'll end up pulling something off.
Sneak dissing Mishima players. Want to know what doesn't sneak diss Mishima players? Mega Man 8. Man.
Mega Man 8.
So I'll get into the story in a second, especially because that shooting star from before was actually important. This game is not remembered for its gameplay. This game is not remembered for its soundtrack. This game is remembered because it started using these anime FMV cutscenes as well as in-game cutscenes. The voice acting was just so atrocious that it knocked Bjorn's mic over, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut that out.
Yep. It's hard to even describe how bad this voice acting is. You've probably heard snippets of it somewhere. Like, we need to find all the energy immediately, what Mega Man?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember. The guy who did Dr. Light's voice stumbled over his lines and they just left it in. They're like, well, fuck it, only one take.
Voice acting back then in video games was not very important.
I mean, this game came out in 1997, so that's understandable. The other time I remember hearing someone do that was in Sonic 06, where the guy messes up his line, right? He messes up his line and then they just start again, and they didn't cut out the take that he messed up. It's so funny.
That's just lazy audio engineering.
Audio engineering.
No.
I need me some lady audio engineering. What
would lady audio engineering be, Gyro?
I don't know. I guess just like turn the headphones on Audacity pink or something. I don't know.
All right. Fair enough. We saved it. We didn't go the other direction I thought we were gonna go.
No.
We kept it safe for work. Good job.
Keeping it monetizable. Two aliens are fighting in outer space, and that's how Mega Man 8 opens, and that's what the shooting star was from before. Rah! They fight in space for a while, and then both of them fall to Earth critically injured. And Mega Man and Rush are fighting bass, and his sound design or his audio quality is much quieter than Mega Man's and Roll's.
Nice.
Dr. Wily, yada yada yada, 4 Robot Masters. And then we'll list off those Robot Masters now. We're going to start off with Tengu Man, because that's normally the one that you end up fighting first. Actually, no, you fight Grenade Man first, and Grenade Man screams like a drill sergeant. There's voice acting in this game.
Nice.
His weapon is Flash Bomb. It's just a grenade that you shoot forward. Well, I say it's a grenade that you shoot forward, but it's just a bomb. You shoot it forward, and it travels like an alright speed, and does massive damage on whatever it comes in contact with. 9 out of 10, you're going to be using this thing for most of the game.
Nice. Is Tengu Man a Tengu?
Tengu Man is a Tengu.
Yippee! Big nose and everything. Let's go.
Big nose and everything, yes. Unfortunately, his weapon isn't very good. It's called Tornado Hold, and it drops a fan on the ground in front of Mega Man. Right? You can use it to, like... So you drop it and it makes a tornado, right? So you can hop on the tornado and like get to otherwise inaccessible areas, which is kind of cool. But Mega Man is a run and gun, force and fist most, right?
Yes.
So weapons that just kind of sit there aren't very good, I think, unless they're enemies coming right towards you.
Yeah.
I don't know, just my opinion. So Tornado Hold is like a 4.5, 5 out of 10. It's good. Like it's just all right. The colors are good though, kinda.
Nice.
All right, and then after that we have Frostman, and there have been several different ice robot masters before, but this one's like a big and hulking igloo kind of guy. His quote is "Frostman, destroy you." From the Mega Man and Base database. We're not going to be going over that one because A, it's bad, and B, it's not part of the ones I'm going to talk about.
Frostman, destroy you.
Frostman, destroy you. So,
tell me about the rabbits, Frostman.
Tell me about the rabbits, Wiley.
Tell me about the rabbits, Wiley.
I don't know if Wiley would or not. He's a master. No, he definitely wouldn't.
He would shoot him in the back of the head, but he would not tell him.
You are a failure, and then blow his head off.
Yeah.
So Ice Wave is Frostman's weapon. It has some environmental usage, and you press the shoot button and it fires an icicle. When it hits the ground, it sends a flow of ice crystals along the floor until it hits a wall. I actually kind of like this weapon, so I'm giving it about a 7, I think. Colors are good on it too, and there are a fair few grounded enemies in Mega Man, so this weapon has like a fair amount of utility.
Nice.
And then the final Robot Master for now is Clown Man. What weapon do you think Clown Man would give you? That's right, a grappling hook.
Didn't even let me answer. Damn.
Clown Man is, well, a clown. And the Thunderclaw, it shoots out a grappling beam in front of you, does some damage, but you're most often going to be using it to grapple, like, across a pit. 6 out of 10. It's more utility than offense. That's all I really have to say about it. So, you beat the 4, right? And then you're going to meet a character called Duo.
Duo Maxwell?
I wish.
We're just deep cutting 90s anime right now.
We sure
early
are.
2000s anime.
Does it deserve this? Oh no.
Hey man, Duo Maxwell was the shit. Death Scythe was my favorite Gundam growing up.
What was my first anime? I guess it was Pokemon, but I don't really know if that counts.
It counts. It's been horribly sterilized, but it counts.
The Disneyfication of Pokemon. Fuck, there goes our Disney sponsor.
I grew up watching quote unquote real anime.
My parents wouldn't let me watch real anime. They wouldn't even let me watch Cartoon Network. We did get to watch SpongeBob though, so
I watched some stuff that I really shouldn't have been watching at like 8
such
and
as
onward. Like Guyver the Bio Boosted Armor, which is also a deep cut. If you know, you know. Ninja Scrolls. I remember watching Ninja Scrolls well before I should have. I watched Neon Genesis Evangelion, I think at 12 years old.
Oh, this one I know.
Yeah, but watching it at 12 years old when you can't appreciate the existential dread and you're just confused the whole time, wishing you were like in an altered state of mind.
Like, man, I wish I was watching SpongeBob right now.
I loved it. I just didn't understand it. And then I grew up and I watched it again and I was like, Yes, this is horrifying.
I comprehend now.
Yeah. Tangent over.
Yeah, tangent over back to Duo. Duo is the good robot that was fighting the evil robot. Yes, he's called Evil Robot.
Yeah.
This whole time, you've been collecting these like purple orbs whenever you kill a robot master, and that's evil energy. Both capitalized.
Evil energy.
So Mega Man can't progress any further because the Wily Tower has like a force field around it, so he has to go kill the other 4 robot masters that hold the key to the barrier: Astro Man, Sword Man, Search Man, and Aquaman. DC is a little upset.
I bet you Swordman gives you a sword. Just shot in the dark.
Alright, well, thanks for spoiling our viewers, but yeah. We'll start with Aquaman first. And Aquaman, when you think of him, you probably think of the DC superhero, but this one gives you a water balloon.
Not even a trident, a water balloon.
No, a water balloon. It's got a lot of ammo, and there's no limit to how many water balloons can be on the screen, so you can just mash. I don't remember if the damage is as good as the Buster or not, but this is another one of the alternate Buster weapons. I'm not going to give this one a rating since I don't remember it very much. Swordman has a flame sword that he gives you. Sigh. Flame sword is a lot like Flashman, where the weapon deploys really close to you, but it makes up for the incredibly weak range by doing good damage, and you can also use it while you run and gun. 8 out of 10 weapon. You will also be using this one a lot. It is also Mega Man's forward air in Smash Bros, and you can combo into it through a lot of different attacks. That's all I really have to say about it. Next is Astro Man, and Astro Man gives you the screen nuke weapon. You just call down a bunch of meteors, but you can use the screen nuke a fair few number of times. Another 8 out of 10 weapon.
So I've looked up a tier list of Mega Man 8 weapons, and the water balloon is C tier. So if you thought it was middling, so does pretty much everyone else.
Yeah, so does everyone else. Makes sense. Then we have Homing Sniper, is how it's pronounced. It's Searchman's weapon, and it shoots a missile that will travel in a straight line unless there's an enemy present, and then a crosshair will appear over the enemy, and the missile will home onto it. I don't remember how good this weapon was either. I don't think it was very good because the missile didn't do too much, or maybe it did. Again, it's been, let's see, 6 years since I've played this game. And finally, we get to the part of the game where you infiltrate Wily Castle and you kill all the robot bosses that weren't robot masters, and then you beat the hell out of Wily.
And we still don't blow his head smooth off.
We do not kill Wily, no.
Damn.
And that's Mega Man 8. I'm gonna put this one a little lower than Mega Man, or I'm gonna put this one lower than Mega Man 7. The weapons are better overall. I just don't like the music as much, and the voice acting is a little wonky for it. I mean, it's a game that came out in 1997, so obviously it's not going to be stellar. But there are also these sections that I neglected to mention where Mega Man is on like a piece of scrap metal or a snowboard or something, and it's an auto scroller, right?
Yeah.
And then there will be an indicator on the right side of the screen that's like jump, jump, slide, slide. And you have to do that over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and it gets faster and faster on the Wiley Castle level 1 or Wiley Tower level 1.
Man, I can't believe they turned Mega Man into a rhythm game.
Yeah. I was barely able to make it through that after numerous tries, so Mega Man 8 gets a little bit of flack for that. Any questions about Mega Man 8?
Nah. No questions about the Mega Man 8.
No questions about Mega Man 8?
Nope.
Alright, moving on to Mega Man 9. The Mega Man series at this point has been inactive for almost over a decade, right? These games came out in 97, and Mega Man 9 didn't come out until 2008.
Sounds about right.
It obviously the 9th installment in the classic series, and this game was also released on Xbox and even mobile phones. Only in Japan, though. Can't have shit here in the US.
Ixaboxo.
Ikis Series Ikis.
Ix. Anyway.
Yeah. So, let's see. I honestly forget the story to this game. Let me see.
It obviously wasn't memorable.
No, not really. I think from here on, until 11, I'm just gonna talk about the Robot Masters instead.
That's fair.
So, Mega Man 8, or 9 rather, goes back to the basics. Lots of Mega Man 2 type gameplay. It goes back to the pixel style of the NES era, but it keeps things around like the Auto Shop and Beat and Rush and all that. So let's get into the Robot Masters. Those 10 years in development were spent well, or not development, but that 10-year break. So first off, we got Concrete Man, and his weapon is Concrete Shot. This weapon's really cool because it lets you instant kill most enemies, or all of the weaker ones, and that takes a few to kill the larger ones. But when you do, it encases the enemy in concrete that you can use as a platform to jump off of, and I think that's really cool.
That is cool. It combines utility with actually being a weapon.
It also shoots just like you imagine a glob of concrete would, which is to say not very far and not very fast, but I'm still giving this weapon an 8 out of 10 because of utility, and also I really like the idea. Next we have Tornado Man, and it's your basic screen nuke. We've had a few of these before, but it does something interesting by also allowing Mega Man to jump higher, which is pretty cool. It also activates air-based platforms, so I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Better than most screen nukes.
Nice.
We get to the one and only female Robot Master with Splash Woman.
Finally,
look at this representation. You get one. You better be happy with it, because you're not getting another one.
You get one and roll.
You get one and
Roll's a little girl.
And Roll sucks bad in the one fighting game she's in. Sorry if you can hear the sickness in my voice.
How dare you besmirch Roll in Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
I don't need to. There are hundreds of videos on the internet talking about how bad she is.
Hey, I like bad fighting game characters, okay? I play Dan sometimes.
Yes, you do. And other times you play Oni and shove your fist so far down my throat you can pull out what I had for breakfast.
Ah, man, you're just lucky you don't have the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection that's got, fucking Alpha 3 on it, I would beat your ass with Dan.
Probably. Splash Woman is significant because not only does she have one of the better weapons in this game, but she is also a woman. I don't know if you could tell, but it's a bit subtle there in the design that's very feminine in her name, Splash Woman.
Well, there's concrete man, so you gotta keep with the naming convention. Splash Woman.
Yep. So, Splash Woman's weapon is Laser Trident. It honestly just replaces the Buster. It does more damage. It pierces. It's just a great weapon overall. Actual 10 out of 10. Love it.
And it's got Trident in the name, so it's got something over Aquaman.
Yeah, fuck you, Aquaman.
Fuck you and your bubbles.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so next we have Plugman, and he's got Plug Ball. Do you remember Sparkman from way back when?
Oh god, not Plugman. What is he the plug for? What's he selling?
Robo-Zaza.
Robo-Zaza.
Yep.
It's like Bender when he learns how to jack in.
I love stealing. I love taking things. So, Plug Ball takes Sparkman's weapon design of a little ball of electricity, makes it better in every way. 1, it does damage. 2, you can shoot out multiple at a time, and it'll only consume 1 little pip of energy gauge. 3, it still stuns, but did I mention it does damage?
Damage.
We love Plug Ball.
We love damage.
It only travels on the ground though, so it's not as versatile. I'm still gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
Yippee.
Then we have Jewel Man, and Jewel Man gives us it gives us the second best shield in the game, combining all the good aspects from the previous ones. You can throw it, you can run around with it, and it is invincible to most attacks. So you can kind of just plop this thing on and run through a room and everything dies. Mostly. 10 out of 10 weapon. Honestly kind of makes some portions of the game easy mode.
You gotta have at least one.
Yes. Next we have Hornet Chaser from Hornet Man. And you can shoot out up to 3 little hornets at a time, and they will home in on enemies. However, they will also go around and pick up items for you. This includes items dropped by enemies when they're killed. Another 8 out of 10 weapon. I'd put it a little higher, but the damage leaves something to be desired, which is fair. It's just a bunch of hornets. Like, in the grand scheme of things, it's not all that lethal, especially compared to our next weapon, the fucking Magma Bazooka.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Which would you bring to a fight, a Magma Bazooka or a bunch of hornets?
Probably the Magma Bazooka.
You would be...
But, if it's a bunch of, of those Chinese killer hornets, then...
Yeah.
Maybe the killer hornets. Those fuckers are big. I've seen the videos of people cutting them in half with scissors out of midair.
Yeah, I've seen those too.
Anyway, on to the magma.
So Magma Bazooka is another very versatile weapon. It shoots 3 balls of magma in like a spread shot pattern. One going up diagonal, one going forward, and another going diagonal and down. This weapon is strong, very strong. Each of the magma balls do a normal, the same amount of damage as a buster shot. So if you get up close to something that you don't like, you can just spam the fire button and watch it melt, because it's a magma bazooka. But you can also fucking charge this weapon, so it does even more damage. Where, it has the potential to do up to 9 damage fully charged. It can do potentially the most raw damage in the game. 9 out of 10 weapon. I really like this one.
They said, let's just put a BFG in the game.
Let's put a BFG in the game and give it to Mega Man. So, our last Robot Master is Galaxy Man. And Galaxy Man is cool because he gives you not a screen nuke, but like a miniaturized screen nuke. This is also, I think, why people have so much trouble power scaling Mega Man. Because he just has weapons that let him stop time, invert gravity, and fire a fucking black hole.
Yeah, this is why I don't engage in power scaling discussions.
I like lobotomizing myself for fun, though.
Fair. I just it's fun to do for fun. It's when people start trying to be serious about it, and then it's not fun anymore.
Yep.
Like, yes, Goku is going to completely obliterate anybody.
It's like, sorry,
put
Goku
against
X's
him,
reverse.
And that's that's fine. And on the inverse, One Punch Man can beat Goku because that's his whole fucking thing. Is that he's a parody of overpowered main character can never lose because he's never acting seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Get mad.
Give us engagement, give us engagement, give us engagement.
Fuck you, Goku fans.
I'm a Vegeta fan, so
that's
I dodged
fair.
It's tough.
I'm a Gogeta fan. Fuck both of them. They're better when they're combined.
Yeah, fair. Black Hole Bomb gets a 10 out of 10 for sheer spectacle.
Yippee!
It just kind of kills any enemy that happens to be unfortunate enough to be near the event horizon of a black hole.
That's fair. Just suck them right into the warp.
Yep. And that's Mega Man 9. After 10 years of nothing, I'm very glad they started off with a strong note. I can't say how it really went at the time it released, because I was like 5 or something, maybe 6.
I was playing Mega Man X at the time. So.
Yes. If you want, we can also go over Mega Man X. Let us know down in the comments below. Alright, Mega Man 10.
We'll do it eventually.
Mm-hmm. Mega Man 10.
Mega Ben 10.
Mega Ben 10, yes. I am going to give a little bit of context for the story on this one simply because it's more memorable than 9. There's been an outbreak of a virus known as Roboenza, like robot and influenza. It's infecting and disabling robots, and Roll's been infected, and you gotta go, oh, you know what? This one's different. Dr. Wiley appears in Light's lab, and he's like, "Oh, Light, we need to work together to cure Roboenza. I was making a cure, but then these robots stole the cure parts from me. Help!" And then he passes out on the floor or something. This will not bite us in the ass, trust. So the plot of the game is you go around and beat up the robot masters and get the cure.
Yep. Foreshadowing is a literary device.
Yep. So we're gonna start off with the bosses. We got Blade Man, Pump Man, Commando Man, Chill Man, Sheep Man, Strike Man, Nitro Man, and Solar Man. So Blade Man gives you a sword weapon. Shocker.
Ooh. Oh, damn.
Who would have guessed?
Zero was probably becoming very popular at this time.
Yeah, sounds about right. This game came out in, 2010. So yes.
Yeah, Mega Man X and its various sequels would have been out by then.
Yep.
I never played a Mega Man X game as Mega Man X except for the first one because you had to. Any of the ones that let me be Zero, I was Zero.
Fair enough. It just feels weird when you don't play as Mega Man in a Mega Man game. So
I didn't care. Zero was the better character.
Probably. I need to go through and replay the Mega Man X games.
One of them, you literally get a Shoryuken as Zero.
Yeah. Oh, as Zero? Oh, yeah. I think he's got that move in MVC3.
You get the Shoryu Reppa.
Yeah. So Triple Blade is Blade Man's weapon, and it fires in different angles, whether or not you're on the ground or in the air, holding up on the D-pad or holding down. Pretty good. It does a good amount of damage and can sometimes destroy enemies that are invincible from the front, called shield attackers. I'm going to give this one an 8. Thank you, Blade Man.
Yippee, thank you, Zero.
And then we get Pump Man. Pump Man gives us the Water Shield, and Water Shield is just kind of alright. It spawns in a bunch of water droplets around Mega Man that work as a shield. It only takes one hit to destroy each. So you can just kind of stand next to an enemy and rapid fire kill it just by the way the shield spins. If you press the fire button again while you still have water droplets, they will disperse in like a wide arc. 6 out of 10 weapon. Not very good, but it definitely could be worse.
Is he a 1 or 2 pumper?
He's a 2 pump chump, unfortunately.
That's sad. That's sad to hear.
Yeah. Then we have the Commando Bomb, which shoots out a missile in front of Mega Man, and it'll just keep going until you hit a direct either up or down on the D-pad, and that changes the direction that the missile's facing, like a very sharp 90 degrees. It produces a bit of a shockwave as well. Giving this weapon a 7 out of 10, it's kind of hard to control, but the damage is worth it. Then we got Chill Man with the Chill Spike. You just kind of vomit a little patch of spiky ice on the ground. About a 5 out of 10. It follows the same run and gun principles, or the kind of run and gun principles that don't really work with this weapon, but it's still kind of useful, just depending on where you are on the stage. After that, we have Sheep Man, and his weapon I wish was better. You shoot out a cloud, and after a bit, the cloud will come down with lightning onto enemies. I don't remember if you can shoot out multiple at once, but the cloud itself also has a hitbox, so if an enemy runs into it, you just do a little bit of damage. Another 5 out of 10.
Damage. Gato, don't try to get on my shoulder, please.
My cat was doing that earlier, but now he's asleep where I normally sleep. I don't know why he insists on sleeping there specifically, but maybe it's because that's where I smell strongest. After that, we have Strike Man and his weapon, the Rebound Striker. Pretty good weapon, probably like a 6 out of 10. It will ricochet off of walls, and I don't remember if it ricochets off of enemies. It gets faster and stronger with each successive bounce. So if you've got if you have Mega Mind level intellect, then you can get optimal damage on this thing. It's not very practical though. 6 out of 10. Concept's pretty cool. Nitro Man, he is my favorite Robot Master in the whole series, and it's because his song is so good. His weapon is the Wheel Cutter. It's just a giant buzzsaw that you shoot in front of you, and then it spins along the ground. You can also hold down the fire button to keep it in your hand, and if you go next to a wall with it out, you will start climbing up the wall. I give this weapon a 7 out of 10. I wish it was even better, but I'm putting it here being realistic. And finally, we have Solar Man, who has the best weapon in this game, called Solar Blaze. Mega Man will shoot out a projectile that splits into two, like two big fire wave projectiles that go to the left and right. Very strong, very good, lots of ammo, 9 out of 10. Strunk. So, fucking shocker, it's Wiley behind Roboenza, and Mega Man comes down with Roboenza. It's like, fuck! Who's gonna beat him now?
Is it base?
No, Wiley just remembers that he has like a prototype cure and gives it to Mega Man.
Damn, so I was hoping for a base redemption.
Wiley is beaten, and then he comes down with Roboenza. What?
Wiley was a robot the whole time.
No, he just has influenza. Surprisingly, out of like some sort of debt for having his life saved after being beaten, Wiley leaves behind enough of the cure to restore the infected robots.
Yippee!
I'm putting this one on the same level as 9. Both have their strengths, like the weapons in this one aren't as good, but the music is better, I think, and while the weapons may not be as good generally, I feel like I enjoy more of them.
That is fair.
Yes. This game also let you play as Proto Man after you beat it, and Base as well. Proto Man is different. He can slide or he can do all the same things Mega Man can for the most part, except his buster only lets you fire 2 at a time. And whenever he jumps, he raises his shield, which blocks incoming projectiles. And Base can do a rapid fire mode, but in order to do so, you have to plant yourself in one spot.
Gotcha.
And finally, Mega Man 11.
We can't all be as cool as Zero.
Yeah. This game released in 2018. So, remember all the way back in our second episode when I told y'all about Dr. Wily and Dr. Light working together back in their student years.
Also, I can't believe 2018 was 8 years ago.
Fuck.
God damn it.
Yeah, man.
I know, and I'm older than you, so it's doubly for me.
What was I doing? I was probably finishing up exams right now in high school.
I was an adult doing adult things.
Wonderful. I'm just getting started on that. I don't like it.
Yeah, I was a few years away from having a kid.
Wow. Thankfully, I don't have any yet. I'd be in a bit of trouble if I did.
Yeah, don't, wait a little bit on that.
Sure thing. Remember, kids, practice safe sex.
Remember, kids, don't get bitches pregnant. It'll fuck your life up.
Have elite pullout game.
Yeah, so don't ever use a condom. Only pull out. Anyway.
Yeah.
Bad advice time over.
The bad advice section. This concludes the bad advice section of the podcast.
The Grand Pacer test.
The fitness Grand Pacer. So,
God damn it.
Wiley wakes up.
Stimming.
Yes, we are. Wiley remembers his research from back during his university days. He also is shown to be wearing skull and crossbone pajamas, because of course he does. He's so evil. And he refines and recreates the double gear system and puts that in all of the robot masters that Dr. Light made. That's right, Light made these guys this time. The double gear system fundamentally changes how you play, the game is built around it, right? So you have 2 modes. You have speed gear, which slows down time and allows you to hit really fast moving enemies, dodge incoming projectiles. That's basically what it's used for. Then you have the power gear, which increases the power of each of Mega Man's weapons.
I can't believe they added a fucking, god damn it. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. The Guilty Gear fucking, the RTC. Oh,
RTC.
Roman canceling.
Oh,
I can't believe they added Roman canceling to fucking Mega Man.
They did. If you use the gears for too long, then Mega Man will short out, and he'll either be immobile or like take some damage. Or no, he'll just be unable to use it for a bit. So this game is cool in that the bosses can also use the double gear system against you. Whether or not they use speed or power depends on the Robot Master, but you get them down to half health and then they use it. And let's get into the Robot Masters. So first up, all these Robot Masters are at peak, by the way. So the first one we'll talk about is Blockman, and his weapon is Block Dropper. It summons 3 or 4 like concrete blocks to drop on your enemies. It's not situational, it's just a little hard to aim. You have to make sure that all the blocks are over the enemy you want to hit. The Power Gear just drops a ton of blocks on them. And I enjoyed this weapon, giving it a 7 out of 10. And Mega Man, this game also physically changes Mega Man's outfit. Before it was just colors, and now he gets like a unique outfit for everyone.
Yippee! Modern game design.
I should mention, ever since Mega Man 9, you have been able to rapid scroll through the sub-weapons that you have with the bumpers.
Nice.
So next we have Fuse Man's weapon, Scramble Thunder. It shoots a bolt of electricity forward, but can travel along platforms and other things like that after touching a surface. So you can also fire this weapon up and down, and if you use the Power Gear, the sphere that you fire is larger and deals more damage and can also pierce enemies, giving this another 7 out of 10. Very good, or pretty good weapon. After that, we have Blast Man, and I'm just going to rip Band-Aid off. This is a 10 out of 10 weapon. Does unimaginable damage. You can solo most of the game with this weapon. The way it works is you throw bombs that float across the screen, sticking to enemies, like in its path. You can chain up to 4 bombs together and detonate it to create bigger explosions. When you have Power Gear on, it does even more damage and more explosions, even bigger. 10 out of 10.
Nice.
We get to Acid Barrier, and this is the best shield weapon in the series because it also allows you to attack while you have it equipped. So it combines defense and offense together, and it's wonderful. And using the Power Gear, the shield becomes more durable. It damages enemies on contact instead of dissipating, and will automatically shoot at enemies if a projectile hits it. The manual acid shots also deal more damage.
Acid.
Another 10 out of 10 weapon. Then we have Tundra Storm from Tundra Man, who's a little bit flamboyant, being an ice skater and all.
We love a little bit of queer representation.
We do. So this weapon on its own is just kind of alright. It's still pretty good, like I'm giving it a 6 out of 10.
Man, they really had to snub the gay character.
Yeah, they definitely did. It's your base. So Tundra Storm will hit all enemies above and below Mega Man in like a column, right?
Yeah.
Smaller ones are destroyed instantly. Larger enemies are like frozen solid. Using this weapon with the Power Gear turns it into a screen nuke. Yeah.
Wow.
Not much else to say.
That's less snubbed.
Yes, less snubbed. On to Torchman with his weapon Blazing Torch. Mega Man launches like a fireball diagonally into the air, and then it comes crashing down as a projectile. And using the power gear, the weapon can be supercharged to fire off 3 projectiles at once, giving it an 8 out of 10, fairly solid weapon all around. The outfit for it's also pretty good.
Nice.
We get to Pile Driver, and this is another 10 out of 10 weapon, because this just gives you a dash. Like a mid-air dash that you can use in the air as well, and if you run through an enemy, you just kill it instantly.
Air dashing, let's go.
Yes, you get an air
roaming,
dash.
canceling, and air dashing.
Yeah, the guilty gear of Mega Man. So if you use this with the power gear, the dash goes farther, and it does more damage. I think it says here on the wiki, generating greater explosions. Another 10 out of 10 because it is once again offense and utility combined into one. And our final Robot Master, these have been 11 games, is Bounce Man.
Bounce Man!
Bounce Man. Mega Man can fire a volley of 3 bouncy balls that can be tilted up or down. Each ball will ricochet off walls and enemies a few times before exploding into confetti. And you can have several of the bounce ball shots on the screen at once. If you use it with the power gear, he'll fire 3 extra balls behind him, making there a total of 6 shots per shot, I guess. 6 balls per shot. Giving this a 7 out of 10 because there's a lot of ammo and you can just kind of spam it through the through levels and kill anything in your path.
Sounds pretty dope.
Yep, and
sounds like a lot of recency bias.
I mean, I guess it's recency bias, but also this one has had like the most amount of experience behind it, so
I know, I'm just being a shit.
I know. Let's see. And Dr. Wily is defeated and escapes again, and then Dr. Light installs the double gear and auto to help him work faster.
Fuck you, we're not doing this to help you do anything but
Work,
be
damn it.
more productive. Be productive.
Lethal Company, Deep Rock Galactic type shit.
Be more productive. Auto Man. Be more productive.
This one is my favorite in the series, so you were probably correct about recency bias, but it's got the best weapons, it's got the best mechanics, I think. It's new, so it's polished. There's adjustable difficulties, too.
It also doesn't have Dr. Wily talking like this, or Dr. White talking like this and saying, "Help me, Mega Man."
Doesn't have Zelda CDI voice acting. I hope you all have enjoyed me yapping about the Blue Bomber for probably 2-3 hours collectively. I don't remember the lengths of the episodes, but well done now.
Close to 2 hours. I think close to 2 hours collectively between the two.
We'll give it an hour and a half for each.
Yeah. Well, no, I think the Mega Man 1 was maybe 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. We're improving, guys.
It might have hit an hour. We'll see what this one reaches when I trim it down.
Yep.
That was that just is Mega Man.
Mega Man. We'll probably end up revisiting this once Mega Man 12 comes out, but that's not for another year, so we'll just keep this in our back pockets collectively.
Eventually we'll talk about Mega Man X, I'm sure.
Yep.
I remember playing the shit out of X4 when I was a wee lad.
X4 was the one I stopped on, so.
Yeah, X4 was the one I stopped on too. Occasionally I would rent like some of the newer ones, like
from
Mega Man
Blockbuster.
ZX. Yeah. I remember when ZX came out. I rented. That was the Game Boy Advance one.
Yeah. Hold on, I need to check something before we end off. Hold on.
There is
wonderful. So there is exactly one Blockbuster still in business.
Man, I miss it. I miss the days of Blockbuster and Hollywood Video and just being able to go and rent a game for like a week or two.
Yeah, for a week.
Beat it and then take it back.
My brother and I would rent Punch-Out for the Wii.
Yeah, I would rent, the Mega Man X games. I rented a few Spyro games when I was a wee lad. Alpha 3 was one of the first Street Fighter games that I played that wasn't Street Fighter 2 for the SNES. So, and I rented it from Hollywood Video, and that started my love for fighting games, like more modern fighting games, and my pursuit of being mediocre at them going forward.
That's so real, though.
Not good, just mediocre.
Because it's like when you're mediocre, right? You wax any of your friends that try to play unless they play fighting games themselves, right? But you can't enter tournaments because then you're gonna get waxed yourself.
I could probably, if I put the time in, I could probably prepare for a tournament at least.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be mediocre anymore.
I would be good for that game for that tournament, and then I would be mediocre again.
Wonderful.
Because I wouldn't put the time in to keep that kind of skill up. All right, enough of yapping. That was a good time. I enjoyed talking about the Mega Mans. Next episode's mine, and we're gonna be talking about the Digimon X antibody.
Hell yeah.
All the things that go into that. Obviously condensed, because I'm not going into every single Digimon media that introduced the X antibody and their stories. I'm just gonna tell you what it is, tell you the basis about it, and then it might be a little surprise at the end.
Yeah. Can't
spoil everything. All right. Well, I have been VintrBjorn. You can find me here on YouTube. I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch again eventually. Things are busy right now. I will be getting back into my regular content on the channel, so look out for that. I'm also on Blue Sky and TikTok. And that's about it.
I'm nowhere.
Who are you, Gyro?
I'm nowhere.
That's not true. You're here. You can find Gyro here.
You can find me here exactly.
On the Neurodiverse Podcast, where all we do is talk about whatever our special interest is. And if you enjoy that, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.